Do you think you are emotionally strong? If your answer is in yes, then you must watch this video. The emotionally strong people points which I will share will validate your assumption. Or you are thinking I am not emotionally strong. Then I will tell you the tips with which you can become emotionally strong and become successful in life. So the first sign of emotionally strong people is that whenever someone treats them bad, they think that it is because of fear and anxiety. Those people who are emotionally weak, they think that people are bad, people are monsters outside there. What happens is that weak people have a mentality. They categorize everything into black and white. They do not interpret the interactions with others. So if you are emotionally weak, you think that world is bad, everyone is bad, then you need to rethink your this point of view. You need to think things as a fear or anxiety. Someone might be behaving bad with you because of his own fears, because of the anxiety. The second point of emotionally strong people is that they understand the power of imperfections. Imagine all of us are same, everyone is perfect, then what kind of boring society we will have? It is our imperfections that make us unique. It is our imperfections that make us lovable. That's what this emotionally strong people know. They know they are weak, they know they have flaws. With understanding that they know they have flaws, they can also see into the others. They can also see flaws of others. They can also see the imperfections of the others. Now here come the tricks of emotionally strong people. They start appreciating others despite the imperfections. They start appreciating others despite the flaws they have. Because with the negativity, there is some positivity. Emotionally intelligent, emotionally strong people know that thing. So if you are emotionally weak, you might be looking for the perfectionism. Perfectionism is a burden. Perfectionism means you are looking for the approval all the time. You take time in doing things, you do not achieve so many things. You know, our imperfections set us free. We become free, we start making mistakes, and then we innovate the things, then we make wonderful things. So the second sign of emotionally strong people is that what they do, they accept their imperfections, they accept their flaws, and then they love others, they become kind to others because they understand that others are like us. Third point of emotionally strong people is that they do not hold grudges. Everyone is busy in his own life. If you are emotionally weak person, you might have some grudge in your mind, in your heart for someone. You are keeping it from previous 1 year, 2 year, 5 year. Why so? Don't you think that you will die? Don't you think that everything over here is temporary? Don't you think that having grudges will not help you survive for the long run? You are going to die in any case. So emotionally strong people know this thing. They know, first of all, they interpret the other's bad behavior. They understand that it happened because of he had fears in his mind, he had anxiety in his mind, so they are okay with that. Just in case they hold a grudge for a short while, they later on come to know that this grudge was not kind of long lasting, that happened because of any circumstance, any event, that can be corrected. So the emotionally strong people do not hold the grudges. Fourth one, it is not such a big point, but I would like to share it with you because most of the people who watch my videos are young people. Most of the people who watch my videos are the students. So I want to tell you one thing, that when you are emotionally weak as a kid, you blame your parents. You blame them for many things. You blame them for being poor. You blame them for not arranging your marriage on your desired place. When you become emotionally strong, you understand that you never came to this world with the will of your parents. You do not have the option. You did not have the option to born somewhere in the perfect place. And if you are emotionally strong, you will come to know that Every person, every child has his own weaknesses, has his own perfections, has his own threats. All of us have worries, all of us has flaws. So what happens if you are emotionally strong? You start forgiving your parents. You start becoming kind to them. You realize that they are also fighting with the world. They have also their imperfections. So you become kind to them. If you are an emotionally strong person. If you are not an emotionally strong person, you are still blaming them, then after watching this video, I recommend you to stop blaming them. Second thing, coming towards the relationships. This is gonna be the fifth point, that when you are emotionally strong, what you do, you start compromising. You start realizing that nobody is perfect. What you do, if you are in a love relationship, you start loving that relationship. If you are in a relationship of if you are in marriage relationship, you have kids, then you start thinking about your kids. In your wife, you might have some grudges for something, you might not agree, you might not like some things in your spouse or in your partner, then you start thinking about the good things. You start thinking about your children. This is called something emotionally strong people do, and then you manage to make the relationship, then you manage to work the relationship workable. And all the time if someone is emotionally strong, they do not go for the crushes, they do not go for the new relationships, they work to make their existing relationships workable. And if you are emotionally strong, you will never ever think that something happened to you is end of the world. There is always plan B. This world keeps on changing, things keeps on changing, people survive even when their whole family members die, people still survive, they make a living, they laugh. This is what the world is, this is what the world reality. So emotionally strong people always have the plan B. So your righteousness, your imperfections, you should realize these things, then you become a very kind person, then you start loving others. This is what the emotionally strong people do. I'm sure after watching this video, now you are in a better position to realize that either you are emotionally strong or not. And the second thing is, you are in a position, if you were emotionally weak, now you know that what emotionally strong people do. You change these aspects of your life, I'm sure you're gonna have a lovely life. You subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed it so far. Also recommend it to your friends. Thank you so much.